All right, everybody. I'm Stephen Cooley with Mortgage Advisor Tools, and I am with the legendary Dave Savage with TrustEngine. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing awesome, Steve. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah, man. No, I'm excited to have you on to hang out with me a bit. And how's this year going? How's TrustEngine making it happen here in the mortgage space this year?
It's an exciting year. I think the recent moves by Rocket is was definitely not on everybody's game plan that
Oh,
Rocket is going to end up having 1 in 6 mortgages under management, and so it has really put things off to the races where lenders are like, hey, how do we future proof our loan officers? And we're having a lot of fun, and we feel like we're creating a lot of value.
yeah. No, it's definitely shaking things up, and I think a bit inevitable almost to some degree, not predictable, but something like this could happen. But I mean, yeah, technology companies are definitely having to take it into consideration and figure out how they're going to pivot and provide a value amongst the giant. How are you guys able to do that right now?
Well, I mean, first of all, we think that this is just accelerating to your point, which is inevitable. And I think that the tip and tail of the mortgage experience is just expanding. And now it's not just the mortgage experience, it's the homeowner experience. And so, part of that is the tip has previously been point of sale. Hey, when do we run a credit report? When do we start it? And now it's like, oh no, point of need. I've heard the word point of thought. I've heard point of click. And so for us, we think it's point of need and it's putting a lot of focus on how do we predict the needs of home buyers, homeowners, and help our customers get to them sooner in the
Right.
process. And then how do we reinvent that point of sale where credit reports run to being more conversion? How can we get more credit reports into funding loads? So I'd say it's providing more clarity for us. It's creating more clarity for the industry so that we can build to that.
Yeah. Because I mean, and I would say point of intention, right? Like, I mean, it might be a whole new, maybe it's one you, but I mean, your platform and products and features are oftentimes trying to understand and almost deconstruct that so that you can provide value so that loan officers aren't chasing their tail with folks that aren't really have high intent in trying to move forward, right?
Yeah, well, the only message I would put on that is I think it's to win this new race to get to the consumer first, to be essential to realtors, we got to even get in front of point of intention because people that have a 2%, 3%, 4% mortgage on their house, they're like, how do I move? They don't have the intention. I mean, some of them do because we're selling homes, but there's a lot of consumers that qualify to move. And if they really knew that, you know what, hey, you can move up into that home and look what your net worth would be in 5 years. Like if you could get to them at the point of need, and then we call it point of clarity, like how do we speed up that? Like, hey, you have a need, look at how you could do this, give them clarity. That's how you really win. At least that's our philosophy at Trust Engine.
Now you have multiple products and features, and I would say are relatively well known. Is there any under what you feel might be underutilized feature or product that folks just kind of like skate over, they recognize it, but really it would be massively beneficial if they engaged it a little bit more?
Yeah, so first of all, I mean, I think we're well known by Mortgage Coach
Yeah,
and we're well known by Sales Boomerang,
right.
but I don't think enough people really realize that, hey, we have created data that not only, you know, predicts the need of move up buyers, move down buyers, but we're using data to automate the creation of the total cost analysis. So we
Mhm.
call it Mortgage Coach Next Gen. We're
Okay.
actually in the process of updating our website so that that's more clear. Like Mortgage Coach Next Generation is the future. And then actually we're doing a webinar next week. I don't know when you're going to push this out, where we're going to be unleashing and giving a sneak peek to our AI. So the Mortgage Coach Total Cost Analysis actually has an AI feature built into it for both the loan officer and the borrower so that they can engage with that total cost analysis. Like, hey, what's the best option if I'm going to live in the home for 5 years?
Right.
What's the break even between option one and option two? So we're AI enabling that.
Well, that was going to be, you got took the question away from me a bit because, but yeah, I'm remiss if I don't ask about AI. I mean, God, everywhere you go,
Right?
you know. It's like, well, how's AI gonna I've done talks that had one, 15 slides, one AI slide, Q&A, 20 questions about AI. So how are you guys? I mean, sounds like you're definitely implementing it. And how else are you leveraging AI in your business, front end, back end, product wise?
Yeah. Well, the thing I'm most excited about is not AI slides, but
Yeah,
AI product in the
yeah,
market that's being used by borrowers and consumers to improve profitability, reduce cost, make everybody's job easier. So yeah, we're going to actually be demoing a live product next week during that. It's currently in alpha test. We're planning to release that, by July, where it'll be what we call general market. It's in alpha. It's going to go into beta, and then general release. So to me, what's exciting about 2025 is I think we're going to go from slideware in mortgage AI world to
Mhm.
like lots of real world stories and studies where we have data and it's actually being applied in the market.
Very cool. Well, and is there any big announcements? Any, you've kind of brought this up already, but anything else that we need to keep an eye out on with Trust Engine? Anything
Yeah,
good out in
well,
the
the
next?
thing I would love to be showing executives is my obsession as the chief growth officer is loan officer adoption. So we've come up with a playbook that includes both product features. Hey, how are we using data? How are we using AI? How are we automating what we call coaching at scale? And even we've got a new coach to coaches program. So yeah, we'll be releasing to general market end of July, Mortgage Coach Next Generation, and we'd love for the industry to know more about it.
Perfect, man. No, this has been awesome. I really appreciate your time today, and man, it's huge that you guys have been supporting Mortgage Advisor Tools. It's a really big deal. So thank you so much.
We appreciate you, and I appreciate how you're helping companies make better decisions around all best of breed technology in the industry. So keep up the good work and appreciate everybody on your team, Stephen.
Thanks so much, guys. Check out Trust Engine on Mortgage Advisor Tools. Dave Savage, Stephen Cooley. Thank you so much.